Hey there, tomato heads. Lauren here, Mrs. Tomato Head, here with my second seed haul in 2 days. Did one yesterday for Val's Backyard Heirlooms. I call it Farmer Val's Backyard. I forget. Farmer Val's Backyard or Val's Backyard Heirlooms. I think that's what it is on Etsy. And was a great hit. I know many of you ordered some of the seeds that I showed yesterday. So that's great. Val's wonderful. Her seeds are great. Germination rates are great. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it. And these seed hauls are just popular. I know Jen's done several, and I got yesterday, and many of you who participated got the same thing. This envelope, this guy from Jen Joy. So this was an activity we did in my Facebook group, our Facebook group, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, or TLC. So those of you who are watching on YouTube, if you're not a member, we would love to have you join us. It's not just a seed swapping group. We're really a Tomato Lovers Collective. We have resource sheets on different varieties, breeders. It's way more than just a seed swap. We're open for all tomato lovers, beginner and expert, and we would really love to have you. So you can find us on Facebook at Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. So this was an optional thing that Jen Joy, my partner in Tomato Talk Live and moderator of TLC, she offered. She did it last year for another group that we were in, and then this year she offered it also. It was called the Shamrock Seed Swap. Let me show you what her post looked like. Looked like this. Adorable. Oh, I forgot I made that. I was looking for a tomato with a little shamrock or little leprechaun hat and pot of gold. I forgot I made this graphic for her. So the thumbnail I used for this unboxing, I just made on the fly. I should have used this one. This one's much cooler. Anyway, so if you wanted to participate in the Shamrock Seed Swap, you simply, sign up. You pay $10, which covers shipping, and you send in packets of seeds, 10 seeds in each package. I believe she said, let's see, it was signups were started January 20th, ended February 10th. It was tomato seeds only. You put in anywhere between 5 and 100 packets of seeds. Whatever you put in, you get back. And she said no more than 2 packs per variety. So I know many of you who are in TLC have gotten yours already. Mine came yesterday. By the way, I hope that, Kim's here. Good. Today is March 5th, 2024, for those of you who are watching the recording. And Facebook has been down for many people. I was down for a while. I know Jen was also down for a while. And I think Kim Lund is still down. So I think they're, slowly rolling people back in. But apparently this has happened all over the world. Something on CNN said 500,000 customers. I find it hard to believe that it's only that, because everybody I've talked to had this problem. So hopefully you're watching. If you're not on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is, I don't promote it very often, and I really should. My YouTube channel is, where is it? It's Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. Well, there's my little logo. Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. You can find me on YouTube. And I've been posting all kinds of micro dwarf stuff on there and all these unboxings, so that this airs both in the group and on my YouTube channel. Speaking of, if you're watching from in TLC, make sure you're signed in, because I am going to give away some seeds. If you're not signed in, StreamYard does not have permission to use your name and your profile photo, because it's a third-party platform. and it won't register when I do the giveaway tool. It won't register you. So to do that, you just need to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. You're going to see a screen that looks like this. Just click that blue button and you grant them permission. If that doesn't work for you or whatever, just watch on my YouTube channel, Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. Yeah, I guess that's it. I love people are commenting on Facebook or on the Facebook situation. Hi, Luke, Belgium, Canada. Green Thumb Gardener says, hi, Ms. Lauren, killing me with the unboxings. I know. I'm an enabler. I admit it, but it's fun. It is fun. Hey, Jen, Malachite Jen's here. Excited to see what you got. Me too. Oh, Jen's here. I didn't think you'd be able to watch. Hey, sweetheart. I know she works Monday through Wednesday, I think. She put a lot of work. Jen Joy, my partner, moderator, and BFF, she put so much work into this seed swap. The one she did last year for the other group, I forget how many she said signed up. I want to say like 30 something. And Jen, if you're able to comment, I know you're probably at work watching this as you can. I think she said over 60. It may be more. And so, like, I sent in, I forget how many packets, over 100. But I told her I didn't want 100 back because I really just wanted to give it as a donation. But this package looks pretty big. So I'm curious to see what I got. And I know a couple of you have put in TLC already pictures of your haul. I was told that Jen glitterized, put little shamrock glitter in, so we will have to see. But I love that we're an interactive broadcast. That's why I love to do these live. So please, if you have comments, I'm going to show varieties, hopefully show some pictures of some. Hey, Michael, our producer. And thank you, Dana, about the picture. So cute. I agree. We'll I'll enable you and you'll add more to your grow list. That's the problem too with doing unboxings this close to seed starting time, is that we think we have our grow list situated. Many of you have planted already, you've started already. We think we get it's so hard to choose. I'm not done yet with my grow list for 2024, and I'll be starting in probably 2 weeks. And every time I do an unboxing, or like my favorite vendor, Tomato Eden, I look at her page, she comes out with new stuff. I'm like, or I get a great trade. I've had some great trades with you guys lately. So I just got some in yesterday from a good friend that I'm like, mind blowing. Serial Spinner's here. Hey there. Hey, everybody. And Bella's Whisper Farmstead. So glad to see so many of you here. I know I kind of don't promote these much ahead of time, so it's really cool to see how many of you are, just are able to watch. Kristen, didn't catch your last live, but wanted to applaud your interview with Bill Yoder. You and Jen did great. Thank you, Kristen, and congratulations. If I'm not mistaken, you were the grand prize winner of the $25 shopping spree at Bounty Hunter Seeds. If you haven't heard from John Kramer, who is gifting that, and thank you again, John. Your information's been passed on to both he and Sean from Bounty Hunter. So congratulations. I'm 99% sure you're the winner of that. So thank you. Cheryl says, I wanted to do an unboxing of my packet, but for my family, but no one cared. I know, that's why I could do this. Rob, my husband, Mr. Tomato Head, he loves tomatoes as much as, I shouldn't say as much as I do. It's a great thing that we do together. I feel very gifted. He's not retired yet, probably many years away from retiring. We're both 54. But as we become empty nesters and all of that, it's really nice to have this activity that we enjoy together. I was speaking to the CEO of the World Tomato Society a couple of weeks ago, and she said that she had heard that Rob like my husband does it with me. And I said, yeah. And she said, that's so great, because so many of us, like one of us has the passion, but the other one really doesn't. So Rob still thinks I'm crazy, and I am. I'm totally crazy, but it is something we love to do together. So I'm grateful for that. Kristen, just waiting to hear from the guys. Got my list ready. Oh, good. I'm glad. Very awesome. Much appreciated. You will hear from them. Kristen, I know I gave John and Sean your information just yesterday, so you will. Grow Big TV, Joe is here. Hey, everyone in the chat, Grow Big 24. Joe on Grow Big TV. I've been on his show a couple times. Jen's been on. He does follow his YouTube channel at Grow Big TV. He's the most wonderful guy, so generous, does a great show. He's had Luke from MI Gardner on his show. So make sure you subscribe and you'll get notified of his shows. Green Thumb Gardener, I just got some of the Prince seeds I ordered from Sean today. Awesome. And Deb's here. Hey, Deb, got my Shamrock seed swap envelope today. Amazing varieties. Many thanks to Jen for hosting the swap for all of us. Deb, and did you get Assol? ASSOL is, she had it on her most wanted list. I responded to her most wanted list and said, I have these, I can send them to you. I mean, just because of the name, come on. But Jen informed us that the little leprechaun and her cat who put together the Shamrock seed swap had put asshole in her package. So I want to make sure she got that. So let's see, Richard. Hey, Richard, this is Richard R. Just found your site again. I'm still learning to do this. I had my landline for over 40 years and I'm still learning to text and the like. I still don't know how to do much. I'm so glad you're here, Richard. It's so nice to meet you. We have fun. This is not the most produced or, polished, site, my YouTube channel in the world. But, I put up stuff as I see, as I'm able to. And as I find, like I put up a seed starting episode last week, which I feel is timely for seed starting. So I'm really, really glad you're here. If you're not a member of our group and you're on Facebook, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap is a wonderful place. Let me get the link to TLC, because if you're watching from my YouTube channel and you're not a member, I would love to have you. We have almost 3,000 members, and it's a really great place. It's drama-free, completely drama-free. It is a kind place. People give their seeds without expecting anything in return. I mean, we do a lot of swaps and games and stuff, but it's a really wonderful place. So we would love to have you. I just put the link, I think, in the comments. Yeah, Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. I run this with Jen Joy, who I've already mentioned, who put together the Shamrock Seed Swap, and Kina Tonerud from Norway. We have a lot of fun with it. They are amazing to work with. And we started it last July, and here it is March, getting ready for our grow season. It's a really great place. I started to mention about the work that Jen put into this. She had so much more to deal with this year. So if I sent in 100 seeds, and I hope she didn't send me 100 back, but in general, if you sent in 10 seeds, you're going to get 10 packets of seeds back. If you sent in 20, 30, 40 on up through 100, that's what you got back. And she had to organize and make sure you didn't get back what you put in. She also put thought into it. I know for a fact that if she knew you had a variety, like if you've traded with her before, or knowing the types of tomatoes you like, she put all that into consideration. So let's all give a round of applause. Can I do this? I know sometimes the camera picks up on these things and they like do balloons or stuff. It's not working right now. Let's do a thumbs up. That one I think works. There you go. Thumbs up. Thank you, Jen Joy, for doing this for us. Oh, I've got balloons. We can do balloons. Thank you, Jen. We love you. And your cat, Rona, I know she put time into this too. Or COVID. I always get them mixed up. she's got 2 cats, one named Rona, or Corona is the real name, and COVID, because she got them when COVID was starting. All right, let's get going to starting some opening. I'm excited. I wonder what I got. Yes, applause for Jen. Woo woo, thank you, Jen. If you don't subscribe to Jen's YouTube channel, do I have it listed here? No, but her channel is Jen Joy on YouTube. It's awesome. Amanda, I'm always hesitant to join because I can only grow container varieties, and I'm afraid I'll get mostly things I can't grow. Interesting. That's something we can take into consideration for the future. And I'm not putting this on you, Jen, if you're watching. You know, in that case, it might be, you should be able to put in a note that says something like, I can only take dwarfs. Or we have a separate one for dwarfs. Just thinking out loud here. But I hear you. I'm always hesitant to join, like Jen did that seed swap from Tomato Junction that she did. She had to do 2 unboxings of it, which I helped her out with. And they were both like 2 hours long. I was hesitant to do that because I have a lot of varieties. I just do. I'll just say a lot. And I was afraid that I would get just mostly things I have. But man, watching her open that, she had so much I didn't have. So much I didn't have. I would even say almost all I didn't have. I mean, that maybe not almost all, maybe 75%. So next year I'm totally doing it. And I know Jen knows me, and I know she put into consideration what is in here. So yes, Malachite, Jen's here. Thanks for all the time and effort for the swap. Jen is fantastic. You do so much. She does do so much. And Terry, applause for Jen. All right, let's get this open. The big envelope. If you guys participate, and this was optional, by the way, if you're not in the group, this is something that's optional. Everything we do pretty much is optional. You know, I say this in my other group. I run another group on Facebook called Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain. For those of you that live with chronic pain and illness, and I know there's many of us, you can, do I have one of those logos up? I do. Oh, that's a small one. Here we go. Attitude of Gratitude with Chronic Pain. I've run that for almost 10 years. And what I say, like, people will apologize for not being more active. This goes for both of my groups. Take what you want and leave the rest. You know, some groups, I know one in particular, a tomato group that I'm no longer a member of, he would reward people that were active in the group. He would make them the only ones able to participate in, like, posting your, you know, most wanted varieties and things like that. We don't do that. We don't need to bribe our members to take part in engagement. We don't, you know, if people read what we have and it helps them in their tomato growing, that's all we care about. You know, we are a community. We love the give and take and the, you know, the community aspect of it. But I do know that there's a lot of people that lurk, and that is absolutely fine. You know, nobody gets rewarded for being, you know, more active. Because, like I said, we do have resource sheets, and I saw a comment on that earlier. Somebody said, oh, Amanda said the resources are everything. That's really good to hear, Amanda. I have a huge database I keep of all the micro and mini dwarf varieties that I'm aware of. There's several hundred on there. Each one of them have links. Oops, things are falling out. This looks, oh, things are already falling out. Hang on. Wow. Okay. Kina has posted like variegated varieties. Jen just did a dwarf tomato project database. So we have a lot in there that's more than tomato swapping. All right. Wow. Wow. There's a lot of seeds in here. All right, well, first, oh, Jen, socks. Oh, how cute are these? Thank you, Jen. I'm assuming not everybody got these. We like to give each other gifts. Thanks, Jen. Oh, so thoughtful. They're so cozy. I've got these socks on today. These are tomatoes. They kind of look like pumpkins, but they are tomatoes. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I love you. And upon opening, I'm getting glitter eyes with these shamrock things. Oh, and look, oh my gosh. So not only was this a ton of work to begin with, typical Jen, look at all this confetti. Typical Jen just makes it so it's special. Anything Jen touches makes it special. So I'm getting glitter and gold. Jen, you're just the best. No two ways about it. It's a privilege to know you and to be your co-host in the show and to run this group with Kina together. You're just amazing. Linda says, oh my goodness, so cute. Cool. I know, she's the best. What is variegated? That's a great question. Variegated is a mutation in the foliage of plants. If I'm not mistaken, it's a mutation it's like an albino mutation, and somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. But it makes the leaves very pretty. I can pull up an example. There are certain varieties that have these variegated, they're more than the variegated leaves, variegated tomato varieties. They make for an awfully pretty plant. All right, am I showing this? Here's an example. Oop, no, I have to put on the screen first, Lauren. Do that. Here we go. So this is a variegated variety of tomato. This one's just called variegated tomato. Here is a variegated citrifolia. Not sure what citrifolia is, but and yesterday, Farmer Val's backyard on Etsy, she has more variegated tomato varieties than anybody in one that you can get from one place. So it's pretty amazing. There's if you go into the group under our group guides, under the guides tab, you will find a list that Kina put together of all the variegated varieties. They're very, very pretty. Hey, garden girl. Love to watch unboxing seed hauls. So glad you're here. Joe says different colored leaves in the plant or in the veggie. Anna says, wow, never knew. I definitely need this in my life. Thank you for offering. Off to find some. Yeah, we're doing some, speaking of optional things in our group in TLC, we're doing grow outs for those that wanted to participate. And like I'm running a Jarson grow out and what's the other one? Oh, Bill Yoder, Fred Hempel grow out. So people are signing up with varieties that they have. They're going to grow it out, save seeds, send them back to me at the end of the season. And then I disperse everybody who's on their team. So the Jarson team will get more varieties of Jarsons back. And Kina's running a variegated one. In fact, I think Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap, I think variegated is one of their topics or their teams also, if I'm not mistaken. So what website on Etsy? That would be Farmer Val's Backyard, which if you watched my unboxing yesterday, did I still have the banner? Yeah, Farmer Val's Backyard. I will put the link. Do I still have it? No, but if you go to Etsy and search for Farmer Val's Backyard, and you can use this link. What happened to my stuff? Okay, you will find it. And she's got tons and tons of varieties of variegated varieties. Last year, I grew a variety called Nimu. And there's another one that I got from Ken Fry at Forgotten Heirlooms, and it's escaping me now. They're very, very pretty. There's a couple micros too. There's a micro dwarf called Allure, which I grew last year, and that one is variegated leaves and woolly, fuzzy. So that was really special. Dark stripe. Dark stripe is like a mini dwarf that has variegated leaves. So they're very, very pretty. All right, let's get to some seeds. Oh, Linda says Bunny Hop Seeds has several variegated, otherwise known as Heritage Seed Market. And oops, Amanda says, yep, variegated pepper team. Awesome. Awesome. Support small businesses. Agree. Agree. And Kina. Hey, Kina. He has the variegated team on PLC, or Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap. All right, let's get to some tomatoes. Stop screen. I'm going to try to share. I'm not going to be able to share all of these, but look inside here. I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, what's first? Ferris wheel tomato. Ferris wheel tomato. Let's find that. This I'm pretty sure I don't have this. I know I have a Ferris wheel cross, but I don't think I have actual Ferris wheel. Am I showing this? Grows 6 feet or taller. Large pink beefsteak type fruit. Although none of the fruit we have grown out are true monsters that its originator claimed, we have harvested fruit weighing in at 32 ounces. Wow. Very pretty. Very pretty. It was rediscovered in the 90s by Craig LaHoulier, who's going to be our guest on Tomato Talk Live in April. Make sure you set aside April 5th, I believe, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He is the co-founder of the Dwarf Tomato Project and the author of the Bible of Tomatoes, in my opinion, Epic Tomatoes. So that's Ferris wheel. Let's see what's next. Necessary size. Never heard of it. Love the name. Let's find it. Necessary size tomato. Oh, I don't want to pick that site. That one's always a problem. Let's do it from here. I'm always shocked when I've never heard of a tomato. All right, this is necessary size. Originates from the Ukraine, can get to 3 or 4 pounds. Well, that one in the picture is not 3 to 4 pounds. Or 4.5 inches across. But on average, they are 14 ounces. Red beefsteak, smooth flesh. Plants can get to about 6.5 feet tall. Don't see an inside photo of that. Very, very odd that he's showing a very small tomato, but interesting. All right. Big ones for Mr. Tomato Head. All right. This is only my third one, and it's another one that I've never heard of or grown. This is from Val's Backyard Heirlooms, and it's called Holy Land Yellow Strain. Val, if you're watching, you're awesome. Holy Land Yellow Strain tomato. Tomato Faifu is my favorite place to be able to find out more about tomatoes. Holy Land Yellow Strain. Out of a Craig LaHoulier variety. I always call him Craig LaHoulier, thinking it's like this French thing. And then Bill Yoder told me last week when he was on our show that it's LaHoulier, like it looks. I thought I was being all fancy schmancy. So now it's going to take a while to retrain myself. This variety appeared in Craig LaHoulier's garden in 1989 when he was growing the classic red variety Holy Land. It is not yet clear whether this is a spontaneous mutation or the result of an accidental cross. Two-tone color, red mottling at maturity. Depending on the strain, the red color is more or less dominant. Look at the inside of this. Wow. There was something I opened from a different one that I opened from Val yesterday. I'm almost positive it wasn't this variety, but it looked just like this. Beautiful, beautiful variety. If you guys have grown, Joe says that's a great looking tomato. Agree. 3 to 4 pound tomato, I'd be afraid my plant would snap. Yeah, those you have to stake. You know, it's good for holding those big tomatoes. The like you wouldn't want to use a KN95, but if you have any of those cheapo face masks from when COVID first came out, those are a great like a hammock for big tomatoes. We were trying to grow a great big one last year with Big Zach, which totally didn't give us that big of tomatoes. We were getting one a little over 1 pounders, but not anything like they claim. But we were using those, and for the Jarson 18-3s that we grew that were huge, we used them for that too. All right, here's number 4. Never heard of this either. This one's from mitchellsfamilyfarm.com, mitchellsfamilyfarm.com. It's called Dwarf Zeiska. Wow, Jen. I don't know if you went on my inventory list, because I know you have the link to my spreadsheet. I don't know if you used that when picking varieties, but I don't want to do this one. I would never expect you to do that. But so far, this was on JT's Homestead Seeds. So it looks like a pear. Looks like it might be from Poland. Okay. You guys seeing this? No, you're not at it. Here we go. Dwarf Zeiska. Where's it from? I thought I read another thing when I was just searching elsewhere that it is Polish, but it doesn't say in here. It's a new variety intended for cultivation in the field, medium to early variety, 75 days. It's a determinate. Dwarf plants develop fruit that weigh 50 to 70 grams. Cylindrical fruit take on deep red color. Let's see what the inside looks like, maybe. No, just that little one. That's a nice looking like plum tomato. Really nice. All right. You guys still with me? We're getting in this for the long haul. This one, she's got her name on it, Sherry Lynn. Thank you, Sherry. If you guys got if you participated, you will know mine because I've got my Mr. and Mrs. Tomato. Now I just searched Sherry Lynn. I'm so sorry. I'm so silly. Ladyfingers is the name of the variety. Tomato. You will know mine because my label has the little Mr. and Mrs. Tomato head on it. Ladyfingers. This is pretty. This is from Heritage Seed Market. It's a yellow, brought to us by the same breeder who created Shimo Fury. That's the one I was trying to think of that I grew from Ken Fry at Forgotten Heirlooms last year. That's a variegated variety also. A beautiful plant. It's dainty with thin branching long stems, gorgeous creamy white finger-shaped fruits. The fruits are sweet and refreshing, quite tangy at nearly ripe and very sweet at full ripeness, as well as abundantly set. I have grown ladyfingers as a hanging basket plant and also in a pot with a vertical cage. She did equally well in both. Branches are easier to control in the hanging basket, though, letting them drape rather than poke out all through the sides of a cage. Something that surprised me was that this variety was grown to stability in New Jersey, yet it set fruit here in Florida in August. Yay for Jersey. All right, that's ladyfingers. Awesome sauce. I want a massive tomato on a dwarf plant. You and me both. I feel like I want to say one of Jen's seed swap videos, she found one that was supposed to be really big on a dwarf, or maybe I'm making that up. I feel like there's something, maybe it's one that I found that was big on a dwarf plant. Love those Jersey tomatoes. You know it, Amanda. Go Jersey. Go Jersey. Oh, look, I have to show you my water bottle. Got this Jersey tomato. And then I got this little stamp sticker, says New Jersey tomatoes on it. And then I wore this shirt at my episode with Bill Yoder with Jen, and they make stickers also, grown in the Garden State. New Jersey, for those of you that are international, is the state I live in, and they are known for having the best climate for tomatoes. So Jersey tomatoes are a big thing. And Amanda and I, we know Jersey. Go Jersey. All right, this next one's another one from Mitchell's Family Farm, mitchellsfamilyfarm.com. Dwarf goldfinch. Another one I do not have. Let's look it up. Actually, let's go to Mitchell's Family Farm since I'm getting some from here. mitchellsfamilyfarm.com. Uh-oh. No. Am I on the wrong website? Mitchell's Family Farm. Yeah, that didn't go well. I'll have to look at it later, but I was getting some kind of security warning. So maybe that's an old website. Maybe I typed it in wrong, but rather not take that. Let me just make sure. mitchellsfamilyfarm.com. Yeah. Yeah, I had it right. Maybe the website's just down right now. Dwarf gold. Let's just look up dwarf goldfinch. Do not have dwarf goldfinch tomato. Do you guys want me to keep showing the photos? Oh, Joe from Grow Big TV, he's a Jersey guy too, right, Joe? Jersey tomatoes, best in the world. Dwarf goldfinch. Oh, this is beautiful. Hang on. Here we go. Dwarf goldfinch. Rugose potato leaf plants of dwarf goldfinch produce lots of medium to large, up to 10 ounces or more, bright yellow colored oblate shaped tomatoes with a well-balanced, delightful flavor. It's part of the fancy family, originated from a cross made by Sherry Long between a selection from the Dwarf Tomato Project's Sunny family and Orange Pear. Dwarf Goldfinch was selected and named by Craig LaHoulier. And then a listing here. Victory Seeds is a, they work with the Dwarf Tomato Project and they carry all of their varieties as far as I know. So they also list all of the other people that had part in the variety. I know Bill Yoder, he's not listed in this one, but he is listed in many of them. All right, here's another one I don't have. And I was just talking to, I think it may have been Val the other day, about how I haven't grown any of the Heinz tomatoes. This one's called Heinz 2653 paste tomato. Let's get a bigger picture. Pretty. There's a great book by William Alexander called The 10 Tomatoes That Changed the World. And Heinz tomatoes is one of those tomatoes. Spoiler alert. Great book. I listened to it on Audible. Very interesting. But they talk about the Heinz and what they did for the tomato world. So this is open pollinated, determinate, early red plum type that often ripens before frost. Often ripens all of their fruits before frost. Firm fruits for cooking on compact, rather homely plants. The perfect canning tomatoes for a short season. Huge late blight pressure area. Small loaded plants. Fruit stayed clean even after all the leaves were gone. Most ripened all at once, so I could collect a huge canner load from a small number of plants. Our seed originated from tomato plants grown from Heinz 2653 seed. No affiliation or association with Kraft Heinz Food Company. All righty then. That is Heinz 2653. What's next, gang? Late to the party. That's okay. That's okay. Make sure, gang, if you haven't already, put hashtag tomato in the comments. And I'm going to give away some seeds at the end of the episode. Where's my little thingy here? Hashtag tomato in the comments, and then I'll do a drawing, give away a couple seed packets at the end of this. Never late to the party. And these episodes are always recorded, so whatever you miss, you can go and watch back. It resides on my YouTube channel, which is Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. Yep, there we're getting some hashtag tomatoes. Awesome. Awesome. All right, what's next? Another one I don't have. I'm thinking this isn't a mistake that Jen went to my spreadsheet, because so far I don't have any of these. And Jen, if you did that, I love you, but you're crazy. I would never expect that. But that's just Jen, isn't it? Okay, this one's called Lee Williams tomato. Never heard of it. Lee Williams. Here it is. This is pretty. It's a bunny hop original. Mid-season, regular leaf, indeterminate. Let's look at the inside. Very pretty. Half-ounce cherry tomatoes with a pretty, somewhat flattened yet oval shape. I know that sounds odd, but there you have it. That's Ellie from Bunny Hop. She's hilarious. She's a fantastic breeder. If you guys do micro dwarfs and you grow like Bunny Kisses, Bunny Hop, Jewel Beetle, Fat Frog, so many micro dwarfs come from Ellie. She's a fantastic breeder. Smart woman too. However, the vendor from whom I bought my seeds, these weren't developed by her, my mistake, stated that at times red cherries are produced. Ooh, that makes me want to grow it. I love unstable things when I know the crosses, because they're just fun. She's developing this, mark this as a developing variety, although I did hit the jackpot with the pretty orange cherry. The flavor is nicely sweet, and altogether this is a great little tomato to grow for snacking. Nice. Love it. Love it. Oh man, this one, hard to read the label. Very, very faint. And in a different language. Let's see. KOBZARTARASANKO. Do we get something? Okay, it must be, yeah, it must be this. But I don't want to use Nick got that, because their website. Ooh, let's find it from somewhere else. It always takes a while. I hate to do it on eBay, but can I do it here? No, because it's in Denmark. When I go to, I'll just do it here and re-put it in. Nikki Tovka, whatever. You click on the link to go to it, and then it takes you just to their homepage. So let's do this again. KUBZARTARASENKO. Cubsar. Oh, here we go. Awesome. And I'm going to rewrite this on the label, because I can barely see it. Cobsar, whoever gave this, thank you. This looks awesome. In fact, all of you, whoever contributed to the Shamrock Seed Swap, thank you for everything that you donated. Okay, this doesn't say where it's from. Mid-season, open pollinated, determinate, pretty short plant, 20 to 28 inches. So it's a dwarf, almost a mini dwarf, oval shaped red tomatoes, excellent taste. No inside photo, which always kind of bums me out, but that's beautiful. And I don't have it. Thank you. Have you guys had any of these? Yep. Jen is the best. Sniper Cat. I agree. Great job, Jen. She's amazing. Richard, make sure you actually just do the number sign. Don't write hashtag, but do, I don't know if you can see other people commenting. It's the number sign, which is hashtag, and then tomato right after it. That way, because I use this giveaway tool, and that is what, if you type that in, that's what will pick it up. I'll put it in the comments, or I'll just let me put it on the screen. Surely I've had a, here it is. That. Type in that. Hashtag or the number sign and tomato. Okay, what's next? Libby's Pride. I guess I should stop saying that. I'm assuming I'm not going to have any of these because that's just Jen. Libby's Pride tomato. If anybody's grown any of these, or if you're the one who donated any of these, do a shout out. Libby's Pride. This is on Victory Seeds. Out of stock. Regular leaf foliage are a good producer. Paste type fruit are long, red, meaty with few seeds, and often have a pronounced protrusion on the blossom end. We received our original seed from Dr. Carolyn Mail, who's no longer with us, but she was a giant in the tomato world. She wrote this book, which I know Jen referred to during our last live. Let me just show this. Fantastic book about tomatoes, 100 Heirloom Tomatoes for the American Garden by the late Dr. Carolyn Mail. She was an amazing leader in the tomato world. She bred tomatoes. She was also very knowledgeable. Her legacy lives on. She's a big handprint on the heart of the tomato world. Somebody wants lunch. Let me show you who. Come here. This is my pride and joy. This is Rory the Wonder Cat. Say hi, Roars. She comes down. Actually, it's kind of late for her. Say hello. She does not love tomatoes. She's not all that grateful, but she's my heart. I just love her. Cats and tomatoes. All right, back to tomatoes. Anyway, and Dr. Carolyn Mail. Where did I put the variety? Oh, Libby's. Let's get back to Libby's Pride. Received original seeds from Dr. Carolyn Mail. She detailed its history as being brought to the Cleveland, Ohio area in the 1960s from the Campobasso province of Italy by Donaldo Morganti. He gave seeds to a business partner named Liberatore, or Libby Noce, who in 2006 gave the seeds to Carl Scalak, who named the variety Libby's Pride. Mr. Scalak gave seeds to Dan Mistal, who ultimately gave seeds to Dr. Mail. Awesome. Let's take another look at that. I love knowing everything I can about a tomato and its history. In fact, in TLC, it's Tuesday today. We do Tomato Tales Tuesday, and we welcome people to share stories about tomato. If you have like a great story yourself, or if you have like a history like what I just read, that is awesome. Oh my goodness. Another one by Sherry Lynn. Thank you, Sherry. This one is called Amos coli. Here's on Bounty Hunter Seeds. I love to show Bounty Hunter stuff because he's always got great information. Amos coli. And if excuse me, if you guys missed my unboxing with Bounty Hunter Seeds, I did it last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. It's a great episode. You can go back on my YouTube channel and catch that. This is an heirloom tomato that was donated to Brad Gates of California by Amos coli in 2012. Brad grew it the following year and released this am I showing it? Yes. Okay. Released it to the public. Late season tomato plant with regular leaf foliage, indeterminate variety that produce these red elongated tomatoes. A very meaty tomato with few seeds that is great for sauces, canning, and pastes. Weight will range from 3 ounces up to 7 ounces. So Sean always has great pictures and usually shows the inside and the outside, which I always appreciate too. The outside's great. What usually sells me is the inside. And I talked about this in one of my recent episodes. Like sometimes you see a really dark tomato on the outside and it looks a little anemic on the inside. Those are ones I'm not usually all that interested in. All right, here's another one from Farmer Val's Backyard Heirlooms, or Farmer Val's Backyard. Amy's Apricot. Oh, I'm so excited. Here's a listing for it on Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. This says Amy's Apricot Mix. I'm wondering if it's the same thing. Not sure. Better not chance it. Let's just go with regular Amy's Apricot. This is on Tomato Fest. Favorite at the 2011 Heritage Harvest Festival. Family heirloom given to Dustin Swanland by his Italian aunt. Huge amounts of 3/4-inch golden cherry tomatoes that are bursting with robust flavor. Many tomato lovers find this a rival to Sun Gold for flavor. I smile and I chuckle a little bit at that because that's what everybody says. They do. It's like that's like the gold standard in the cherry tomato world. Everybody says, "Oh, you've got to grow this is better than Sun Gold." First of all, and I'll be getting some hate about this, I think Sun Gold's a great cherry tomato. I have had better. I've had better. I think Coyote's better. There's some Coyote mutations or that I'm stabilizing myself that have come from Coyote. Rosella last year was really good. So I have had better than Sun Gold. And don't get me wrong, I think Sun Gold is a great tomato, but that doesn't, do you guys notice that? This does seem to be the gold standard. Like everybody says, oh, it's better than Sun Gold. I do understand a reason for that, however, too, because Sun Gold is a hybrid variety. So you can't really grow it, save seeds, and expect to get the same thing each year. You need to rebuy the F1 variety of Sun Gold, which is a pain. So everybody wants that cherry tomato that has that same flavor that is, you know, an open pollinated variety that they can save seeds from. Ooh, Gala. Since I grew them last year, they are so gold or good or both. My first year growing Sun Gold, you will love it, Maylin. You will love it. It's probably, like Amanda says, it's probably the most famous cherry. I agree. It will give you an extraordinary amount of these beautiful gold cherries. It's very sweet. It's delicious. I just think I've had better. I know Kim's I thought of you, Kim. I know you're with me on the Sun Gold thing. Growing Rosella this summer instead of Sun Gold. So I'm glad to hear you speak so highly of them. Yeah, they were great. They were really, really good. Wonder if I can quickly pull up a picture of my Rosella. I take a lot of photos and put them on my spreadsheet, and I like to share them in reviews and all of that stuff. And not to be mistaken, there's Rosella and Rosella Purple. Rosella Purple is Rosella Purple is a dwarf plant that is basically Cherokee Purple in a dwarf plant. Let's see if I can share this. Rosella is a cherry, so it gets to be a bit confusing. Let's see. Can I share this? Share screen. Window. Nah. I can't. Why not? Let me pull it up. I'll work on it. Can I pull up a photo? They're beautiful. I'll pull up. I'm like all set on showing my photos. It doesn't have to be mine. Let me just show you what it looks like in general. I'm not going to show from that one. No. Here's a good listing, maybe. Here we go. Okay. This is why my episodes are like 2 hours long, because I'm like, I've got to show this. This is Rosella, regular Rosella, not Rosella Purple. This is a cherry. And it says trusses of pink, purple, dark cherry tomatoes, smoky blush flavor, half-inch fruits, loads of them too, indeterminate. Yeah, I got a lot. They're beautiful color, and they were early. They were one of my earliest. So yeah, Kim, I think that was a good choice. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. Another one by Sherry Lynn. Thank you for all the tomatoes. Oh, we've got Mama EC. Hello, tomato heads. Glad you're here. Harleya, the swamp bitch. I'm loving your tomato poster. I know it hasn't always been there. Am I tripping? You're not tripping. The story behind this is Rob and I had this hanging in our kitchen when we bought this house. It used to be a ranch, a 3-bedroom ranch when we bought it after we first got married in 1994. And I wanted a yellow kitchen, and I loved this print and put it in a yellow frame, and it was hanging. And people thought I was nuts, but that's how far back my love of tomatoes goes. And so then we redid the kitchen a couple of years later, and then we redid the whole house. Rob kind of designed and built, this colonial where the old house sits. We lived here the entire time too. It was crazy, no roof and all. But we thought this print had gotten lost in the sauce, pun intended. We couldn't find it. And I've been saying for the last couple of years, especially, with the Facebook group and my YouTube channel and all of that, like, I wish we still had that print. And lo and behold, it must have been in a corner of the attic that he doesn't go to often. He found this maybe about a month ago. And I swear I cried. It was just dusty, perfect condition. He dusted it off for me. And I said, it would be great if I could hang it, in the back. So he hung it up on the back of this door for me. I love it too. Thank you. It's really cool. It's dated 1992. The tomatoes are produced by Alice Waters. If you guys know Alice Waters, she's a very famous chef out in California. Forget the name of her restaurant, but it's I don't know if it's plant-based, but it's very highly using vegetables. She's very famous, great chef. But the cool part too at the bottom is it talks about the different seed sources you can get from. Some of them I don't think are around anymore, but there's others. Tater Mater Seeds, Tom Wagner's the very last one down there. Tom Wagner is probably the most prolific breeder of tomatoes that I know of. Southern Exposure Seed Exchange, which we already had up here. Burpee Seed Savers Exchange. Then there's one from Metuchen, New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey. It's just called The Tomato, and it's got a P.O. box attached to it. I don't think it's there anymore because I don't know of anything called The Tomato. And of course, this is before websites were a thing, so there's no websites or anything. But yeah, it's cool. I love it back there. I'm glad you like it too. I got chills all them years ago. Your soul knew where you were heading. Years later, you would be Mr. Mrs. Tomato Head. 1992. That's before I was born. So neat. A statement piece. I agree. Yes, Idaho Garden Girl. Thank you. Chez Panisse is Alice Waters' restaurant. Mama says your restaurant is in Oakland. Can't remember the name. Chez Panisse. Absolutely. What varieties are on there? I will read them to you. Many I don't have, and I think the tomato world has changed drastically since then. So let me get my mic so I want you guys to hear me. Whopper, Evergreen, Golden Jubilee, Ultra Boy, Golden Stuffer, Big Rainbow, Carmelo is that red one, White Wonder, Red Plum, Ultra Pink, Green Zebra, Early Cascade, Yellow Plum, which really looks different from today's Yellow Plum. Interesting. Or no, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Yellow Pear. That's Yellow Plum. Red Peach, Snowball, Red Gold Stripe, White Wonder. There's Yellow Pear. Mini Orange, Green Grape, Red Currant, Sun Gold, the gold standard, Super Sweet 100, White Cherry, Brown Cherry, and yellow currant. So that's everything that is on my wonderful poster. I swear it's like a divine thing that we found that poster, because it's not like he never goes up in the attic, and he knows my husband's very organized, unlike me. I'm organized when it comes to tomatoes, but that's about it. When he came downstairs, I had my hands in dirt. I was planting something, and he showed that to me. I swear I cried, because it is so perfect. It's like full circle, 30 years later, and knowing where my tomato love has come, and all of that. So thanks for asking about it. Linda, hey, Jen Joy, thank you again for doing the shamrock seed swap. Yes, totally agree. You're welcome. All right, back to tomatoes. So yes, I love Rosella purple. If you guys want to add it to your list, it's a good one for a cherry. Madison County is the next one from Sherry Lynn. Oops, better put in tomato. County tomato. And here's a listing on Bounty Hunter Seeds. Madison County. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is a 100-year-old large heirloom tomato from Kentucky, a late-season tomato plant with regular leaf foliage. They are indeterminate plant which produce these big pink beefsteaks. Our average weight for this tomato is over 16 ounces. Wow. Be sure to stake your plants well because of the production and weights. Madison County tomato, an excellent balance of sweetness combined with acidity, and it's very meaty. Let's take a larger look at it. I just love Sean's site. Sean puts so much work into knowing everything about the tomato, great pictures. Yeah, Madison County, that looks great. Sherry Lynn, if you're watching, thank you very much. What's next? Okay. Hopefully I am, the first word I'm unsure of, but let's type it into Google and make sure. Acme di Gorgi? Yeah, I did. Never heard of this. Man, I'm so like, I'm in tomato heaven. Am I showing this? Yes. Acme di Gorgi, or Georgi. 70 days indeterminate. In our search for old Livingston tomato varieties, we often grow out tomatoes from the same era with similar names. We know very little about the history of the D. Georgi Brothers Seed Company of Council Bluffs, Iowa, other than they were in business in the early 1900s and a contemporary of the A.W. Livingston Seed Company. Their Acme tomato is not similar to Livingston's, but it is beautiful and tasty. Large fruited, up to 20 ounces for such an early maturing fruit. They are oblate, red, mild, slightly acidic flavored, firm skinned, and meaty, grown out from USDA ARS accession number NSL 193979. Beautiful tomato. Let's look at the inside. Really, really nice. And there's the plant. Very nice. Vakisha, I'm interested in growing Livingston tomatoes. Me too. Me too. I think it was Val again that I was talking to about that the other day, that Heinz tomatoes, but the Livingston tomatoes. In fact, I think Val said that was on her, I don't know for this year, but she wants to grow the Livingston tomatoes out too. For those of you that don't know, Livingston was, I don't know if it was the earliest seed catalog, but their seed catalogs are collector's items. They go back a very long way, and their Livingston tomato, I believe, is also one of those top 10 tomatoes that changed the world in that book by William Alexander. And their tomatoes are often used for, future, crosses, and they go back a very long time. A lot of history associated with them. This one I do have, but it's really good. Cosmonaut Volkov. I grew this last year in my search for a good red tomato, which I still have trouble with. And this was a very respectable tomato, very prolific. Am I showing this? Nope. Got to show it, Lauren. Mrs. Tomato Head, you so silly. This is from Hudson Valley Seed Company. Cosmonaut Volkov tomato, round red tomato with a tangy flavor. It's an excellent Northeast variety with a sweet, tangy flavor. It has heavy yields of big fruit of around 4 to 5 inches in diameter, great for fresh eating. It's early enough for a quick rush in summer and with a taste that's positively celestial. The variety is of Ukrainian origin, but was selected by Russian space engineer turned avid gardener Mikhailovich Maslov. He thought it one of the best of his garden. Shush, I'll get to you in a bit. She scratches the carpet as if I don't know she's there. He thought it to be one of the best of his garden and named it after his comrade Vladislav Volkov, a Russian astronaut who perished while returning from the first visit to the Earth's first space station. This exceptional variety will keep the spirit of adventure alive in your garden. Good variety, good red variety for sure. That's Cosmonaut Volkov. Another one from Mitchell's Family Farm.com. Shoot, I wish I could bring up that website. Let me try one more time. Because I would like to give it Mitchell, maybe I misspelled it. Mitchell's Family Farm.com. Yeah, this having problems. I would check it out, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe not today. Maybe the whole internet's down. Maybe it's not just Facebook. Well, I guess I'm not having that problem with other ones. This is called Dwarf the Thumb. I've never heard of this. Sounds cool. Love the name. Dwarf the Thumb. Can't find it. I wish Mitchell's Family Farm was up. Dwarf the Thumb tomato. Let me try different search. The Thumb tomato. I'm getting Tom Thumb, Red Tom Thumb. Nothing. Has anybody grown the thumb? If so, let me know. From the photo on the package, which their packaging is really nice, looks like this. Dwarf the Thumb. Round. Looks like they may be round globe tomatoes or a round beefsteak. Really nice. I could dive more into it later. I wonder, sometimes I go into Google Translate and I'll like search the thumb Russian and see what the Russian translation is, and often I can find a variety from that. Kina says, Vikisha, you should look up Livingston's Honor Bright, a very special plant. Thanks, Kina. Good to know. You pronounced my name correct. Love it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. From somebody with a last name that that is difficult to pronounce correctly, I can relate to that. Lauren's easy. You Grow Row. I just purchased the book on Livingston tomatoes. I think I have it too. Oh yeah, I do. Of course I do. Livingston and the Tomato. A.W. Livingston, 1821 to 1898, was a Reynoldsburg, Ohio tomato seedsman who was the best known developer of tomato varieties in the United States in the 19th century. First published in 1893, Livingston and the Tomato contains both descriptions and drawings of the tomato varieties he developed. Also features 60 tomato recipes, including ones for slicing, frying, scalloping, baking, broiling. Livingston's pioneering work, his entrepreneurial sons who transformed his efforts into a successful business concern, the application of scientific principles to agricultural practices, and the tremendous growth of the canning and preserving industries are all reflections of the spirit of Ohio and America on the cusp of the 20th century. Livingston and the Tomato. Oh, Becca. There's not, but there should be. Is there a guide in TLC for your favorite tomato books? No, there isn't. I know Jen did a video. Jen Joy on her favorite tomato books. I think she did that before getting some recent ones, but that's a great idea. I am writing that down because that would be a really great resource that we should have. Tomato books. I'm on it. Thanks, Becca. Really great idea. Yeah, Kina agrees. It's a good idea. It's a really good idea. I love it, Kina, too. Facebook user, no, I can't see your name. So if that is you, go to streamyard.com/Facebook, grant permission, or let me get to the link to my YouTube. Can I do it on here, I wonder? I don't want to touch anything there. Let me give you the link to my YouTube channel. You can see it on there. It's youtube.com, Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. You signed into StreamYard. For some reason, it's not registering you. Why don't you just watch on my YouTube channel? I just put the link in there. And then you don't have to worry about signing in. Make sure you type in #tomato. Oh, it's Hope. Hi, Hope. Kit, what name did you say the thumb? Yes, it's called, here it says dwarf the thumb. Like mother, like daughter. Kina and I are big like researchers when it comes to tomatoes, and I know Kit wants to do that too. All right, here's one I've never heard of before, called Bellstar. Rory the Wonder Cat's having a little fit over there. Sorry, Rosie. No, I don't like that listing. Do I like this one? I like the ones with really good pictures. All right, this one will do. I am just in awe of these varieties that I got from the Shamrock seed swap. Bellstar, here we go. Thank you, Jen. Again, I can't thank you enough for the work you put into this. Wonderful blemish-free plum paste tomato with a triangular shape like a persimmon. Dwarf vines bear a concentrated harvest early, and fruits ripen even in hotter, drier weather. Perfect for short seasons and small spaces. It was bred at Smithfield Experiment Farm in Ontario and introduced in 1981. Large for a plum tomato. They're 2.5 to 3 inches in diameter. 8-ounce fruit. That is big for a plum tomato. Good for tomato sauces. Flavor probably mild, too mild to pass as a fresh eater. Tomato for the north. Though we've had no disease trouble, it's said to be not tolerant of major tomato diseases. Okay, good to know. This is from Giving Ground Seeds. They're awfully pretty. So good for a paste tomato. Bellstar. I hope you're on. Hey there. If it's this one, Tom Thumb tomato, yeah, I thought about that. That's the listing I was finding. Tom Thumb's a micro that I grew last year. It's one of the smaller tomato plants I've ever grown. Red Tom Thumb is a patio pick tomato or dwarf tomato variety and perfect for pots, containers, and patios. Red Tom Thumb tomato stays small and produces lots of tiny pinkish red cherry tomatoes. It could be, it's funny if, oops, hang on. If you look at the picture, like it's sometimes hard to grasp the, like that could be it could be a micro. It could be like a large globe beefsteak. It's hard to know. But I grew Tom Thumb last year. It is a micro dwarf. But it sounds like in addition to Tom Thumb, there's Red Tom Thumb, which is a patio pick that Kit's saying, or dwarf variety. Perfect for pots. Yeah, I wish Mitchell's Family Farm, if you know anything, if anybody knows about Mitchell's Family Farm, or if you are Mitchell's Family Farm and this is your seed packet, I would love to know more. Kit, thank you for that. Thank you very much for that. It kind of drives me like, I won't lie, it drives me a lot crazy when I can't find information on a tomato, especially when I'm sharing with you guys. Okay, here's another new one. Man, all these seeds I've done so far, I've only had one. Pretty amazing. This one's called Golden Esther. Did you guys hear that? She's a little stinker. You have to wait. Go talk to Jake. I'm only seeing one listing for Golden Esther, and there's no photo. But we'll take a look at it. Can you guys see this? No. This is from Dave's Garden. Okay, get rid of this. Stop. Okay. Golden Esther. It is an indeterminate, open pollinated, yellow, small. It's a grape cherry variety. And somebody reviewed it in 2006. It says prolific yellow cherry fruit, mild tasty. That's Golden Esther. Yeah, when I Google, that was the only listing I found. Golden Esther. Oh well. I hate when they don't have photos too. I know these vendors, they grow so much and they try so hard to, take photos and list everything. I'm just amazed when they grow all those varieties. So it's not a wonder that sometimes they're unable to get a picture before the end of the season. I honor what they do, all of you tomato vendors and growers out there. All right, this one's called St. Pierre. Don't have it. St. Pierre tomato. Are we showing this? Yes. St. Pierre. Tomato known for its large, juicy fruits. Below, we will show you what makes the St. Pierre tomato so special and what you consider when planting and caring for it. The exact origin's a bit of a mystery. We do know that this heritage variety originated in France, where it has been a delicacy for some time. They weigh in at around 100 grams, belong to the beefsteak tomato family. Don't need to read that. Those are pretty. They tend to hang in large clusters. Very nice. Very nice. Amanda, true story. I can't even take photos of the few varieties I'm growing. Same. I'm glad you said that because, I grow a lot, but not like the vendors. I'll grow anywhere between 100 and 200, depending on the year. I'm trying to narrow it down to 150 this year. It's getting very difficult, but what sometimes I miss, and it makes me nuts. So good point, Amanda. Here's another one I don't have. Sweet Ozark orange. And here's a listing on Tomato Faifu. Get rid of this comment. Oop. What did I just do? Okay. Sweet Ozark orange. It's from the United States. Big orange fruit of 300 to 400 grams of beefsteak, flattened, ribbed, and high part, resulting from the intentional crossing of Dr. Weechee's yellow and German red strawberry, carried out in 2009, stabilized in F5 generation by Sam Womack, and in quotes, Ozark, I guess he's known as Ozark, of Missouri. Beefy flesh of apricot color with an excellent sweet and aromatic flavor. Second season variety with good yield. Let's look at the inside. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Love it. Really, really pretty deep color. Uh-oh, I've got another one by the person with the light handwriting. It looks like a pen was maybe losing ink or something. But the sounds awesome sauce. Let's see if we can get it. It's called Thick Jack. Thick Jack tomato. Oh, here it is. On organic seeds from the Ukraine. And let's show it, Lauren. Love the name. Oh, you pipe down over there, little girl. Thick Jack, ultra early variety, 95 to 105 days. It's actually a mini dwarf, 40 to 50 centimeters high. Ooh, mini dwarf. Putting in a different pile. The fruits are large, flat rounded, weighing in 200 to 300 grams, red color. It's a determinate. Yeah, about 24 inches tall. Can I get a big picture of that? Here we go. Thick Jack. Good to know. Good to know. Add that to my mini micro dwarf grow list. Hey, Michelle from Alaska. Glad you're here. Oh, Kit. That's okay. Found the text about the thumb on Google. It didn't grow it myself, so you know. I kind of figured. We all try to help each other out with these varieties. I appreciate it. And in response to Amanda saying she can't take pictures, Amanda, right, much less hundreds than what the vendors grow for sure. All right. How much? Still a decent amount if you guys want to hang in there with me. Oh, she's got it. I've missed her note. Oh, this is a special one. Jen says, hello, my darling friend. I was going through the box of seeds I'm starting this year and found this one. I think I remember you saying you needed this one. I love you, Jen. Inside is a variety called Jersey Breeze. I do not have this one. Jersey girl. Let's find out about this if we can. Jersey Breeze tomato. I do seem to remember saying I needed this one. Why do I not have it is what I'm wondering. I do not know. Thank you, Jen. That's so thoughtful. Jersey Breeze. Here's Jersey Breeze. The perfect red tomato of a gardener's dream. Juicy and tender, 10 to 12. Am I showing this? Yeah. Shush. Not you guys, her. Where'd it go? Excellent reliability, good disease resistance. During this past season's terrible tomato weather, it was a top performer and consistently churned out uniform, beautiful red fruits that were a favorite in our trial taste tests. Classic Jersey tomatoes harken back to a time when New Jersey farmers grew tasty vine-ripened tomatoes to compete with trucked-in, gas-ripened counterparts from the other coasts after the Jersey canning industry lost out to those markets too. Jersey tomatoes were known to be juicier, tastier, and better than those picked green. Sound familiar? With seasonal and fresh being popular these days too, we can uphold Jersey Breeze among a long line of tomatoes bred to be grown outdoors in less than ideal conditions and still remain juicy, tart, sweet, and toothsome. What a special one. Thanks, Jen. You shush. I think she's saying she likes the tomatoes. Not really. I don't know if you guys can hear her. She's screaming at me. Rory the Wonder Cat. Amanda, I need all the micro dwarf. I'm on a mission to grow them all. Me and you both. Oh, you can hear Kina. I know she does need her food. She might starve to death because you can tell she's skinny as anything. And Kristen says, because it was meant for Jen to find it for you. That's so awesome. I agree. Pipe down over there. I'm doing a show. We need to see our tomatoes. You think I don't hear you? This one's called Pomodoro Perighiaio. I'm guessing it's a yellow because I believe Ghiaio means yellow. Also guessing it's from Italy because Pomodoros generally Italian. Paraguayo. Yep, here we go. Shush. You're making a fool out of yourself. So it's basically, looks like basically a yellow pear. In fact, I think it might be the yellow pear. I think it's Italian for yellow pear because this site is from Italy. They're calling it the yellow pear tomato. So just a different name in Italian. It sounds much nicer in Italian. Pomodoro Paraguayo. All right, what's next? Another one with the light handwriting. They've got good tomatoes, though. Extreme tomato. Have to go to Nikitovka for that one. I think it means extreme. Sounds like it means extreme. It might be in different language. If you guys notice, if you collect tomato seeds, that often there will be slight variations depending on in the name, depending on the country. I find that a lot for the microdwarfs. I think, oh, I don't have this one. And then it turns out, oh, I do have it. It's just called something different. So this looks like it is extreme. It's a mini dwarf, Turkish variety for cold climate. Determinate bush tomato grows to about 19 to 23 inches tall. Round, bright red tomatoes, weight 3.5 to 5 ounces. Very sweet taste. Excellent heat, drought, and cold resistant. Does not crack. Awesome sauce. Love it. Sweet cream tomato. I think I have this one, but can never have too many. Sweet cream. Shush. In fact, I think I got it from Heirloom Seed House, but he doesn't have a picture of it, so I'll show it from Wild Boar Farms. Sweet cream. They're pretty, elongated paste tomatoes, indeterminate 1 to 3 ounce pointed paste shape, creamy yellow with stripes that blushes red when extra ripe. One of the sweetest, fruitiest tomatoes I have eaten. Excellent ability to hang ripe on the vine for extended periods. That's probably why Evan Gregoire from Heirloom Seed House carries it. If you haven't watched my episode about long keepers, I interviewed him. He has a lot of long keeper varieties. We talked specifically all about long keepers. So that may be why he carries this one. I'll give some of these away as a prize at the end. Make sure you put in #tomato. Stores well post-harvest, good crack resistance, a unique variety for 2017. Good to know. Good to know. Shush. Ooh, this one's from So True Seeds. Rosie, shush. Let's see if I can just pull it up. I would like to pull, when it's listed from a website, I'd like to show it from their website to give them a little plug. This is called Fantôme du Laos. Rosies. I should have fed you before I came on live. This is pretty. Lobed, medium-sized slipers ripen to a ghostly cream color on vining plants. Legend has it that the fruits will glow in the dark in the presence of ghosts. I love it. I love it. Look at these beauties. Can I get a bigger picture? No, doesn't look like there's inside shot either, which is a bummer. But those are beauties. Those are really, really pretty. Fantôme du Laos. What's next? Aunt Ruby's German Green. This I've grown. This is a classic green tomato. I'm sure many of you have grown it, but it's a good one. Aunt Ruby's German Green. Roars, come on now. Let's do it from Hudson Valley Seed Company, shall we? I like them. Exceptional flavor. Oops. Hang on. Stop screen, present, share screen. Here we go. Exceptional flavor, squeeze gently to tell if they're ripe. This is a robust, fresh-eating tomato. Squeezing is the best way to tell if the tomatoes are ripe because they never turn red. We grew Aunt Ruby's German green, I think 3 years ago. It is a spectacular green when ripe. I'm a sucker for green when ripe. My all-time favorite tomato, Malachite box or Malachita via Shkatulka, is a green when ripe. If you're not familiar, or you're averse to growing green when ripes, let me tell you, you are missing out. They are some of the most flavorful tomatoes I've ever grown. I think a lot of people think of them as like what a unripe tomato would taste, and it's a far cry from that. They are delicious. Aunt Ruby's, I think, was one of the tallest plants we've ever grown. I think this one was topping out at like 10 feet tall. My variety, Bananas Noir, gets to be about 9 feet. That's a very tall plant. It just keeps on going and going and growing and growing. Aunt Ruby's was up there too. Rob had to do a heck of a job staking this continually up our stakes. It's a really good green when ripe. And people also always ask me, how can you tell when they're ripe? Squeeze is a good way. And also with a lot of them, not all, but with a lot of them, they will turn a different color. They'll turn a little glossy, sometimes a little bit of an ochre color, like a yellowish to them, like my favorite Malachite box will. And I believe Aunt Ruby's German green was the same. They do turn color, but you can always tell. And the same with my Bananas Noir. A good squeeze will let you know. I should do a whole separate episode about this, but I pick when they're about 50 to 75% ripe and allow all my tomatoes to continue ripening on the counter, stem side down. It prevents from cracking. It prevents from my garden friends like groundhogs and squirrels and all that taking one bite of my tomato and tossing it away. And I have found personally that there is no difference in flavor between vine ripened and picking at 50 to 75%. So anyway, I find it easy to tell when green when ripes are ripe. The exception to that, I grew green doctor's cherry last year, and those things did not change color. I could tell by the squeeze, but they didn't change color. Okay, this one's from Bunny Hop. So let's go to Heritage Seed Market. Bunny Hop is they're one and the same with Heritage Seed Market. So if it's a bit confusing, Bunny Hop is Ellie from Bunny Hop. She breeds her own tomatoes. This one says it's from here. So let's take a look. Mappa see if that comes up with anything. All right. Having a hard time reading it. Maybe it's Mappa. Bingo. Got it. Mappa tomato. It's funny. I have so much from her, but clearly not all because I do not have this. Mappa yummy little red paste variety from the Philippines. How cool. The tag-along word Mappa translates directly to blessed in English. Gratitude, my gratitude group and my website is Gratitude Addict. So it's like my tomato. It can also mean lucky or fortunate. Unfortunate is the gardener who tries this variety. It is a little workhorse and laughs at heat and humidity. In fact, there were more fruits on the plant when I had to stop picking because I could no longer tolerate the heat that late in the season. The plants did not crack in our heavy rain, although any variety may crack if deluged after a period of dryness. True story. The outside of the fruits were firm, but the flesh was very soft. At full ripeness, the flesh was quite sweet for a plum paste variety. If there is a disadvantage at all, it is that the fruits are a little small for processing. All those skins to remove. I could not find the growth habit designation, although this appears to be a commercial variety distributed by Pilipinas Kaneko Seeds Corporation, a Philippine branch of Japan's Kaneko Seed Company. The growth habit appeared determinate to me and did well in true 5-gallon buckets of soil. Awesome. Awesome. I love growing varieties that are from countries that we're not used to. I grow a lot from Poland. My beloved Jarson varieties are from Poland. Ukraine, Russia, of course, the United States. When I find something that's grown in in Turkey, I've found a few several from Turkey. A breeder that I've recently become interested in, Alifirov, Vitaly Alifirov. He's from Kazakhstan, if I'm not mistaken. So Philippines varieties, that's awesome. I love it. Okay. Little Miss Thing looks like she's calmed down over there. We have any new comments? I like Aunt Ruby's. It's sweet and juicy. Yes. Very, very good tomato. 10 feet tall. That's twice as tall as me. It was tall. It was tall. Some will blush at the bottom. Aunt Ruby's. Yes, there was. I wish I could pull up one of my pictures. But yes, some of them, my inside pictures, there was a tiny little bit of blush. You're right. You're right. This one is called Titan. I'm assuming it's a big one. Titan tomato. I'm getting Titan tomato cages. No, here's tomato. Another one from Nikitovka. Titan. Guess the little furry thing over here got tired of screaming at me for now. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. There she is. Titan. You showing this? Yeah. Heirloom variety. Oh, it's another mini dwarf. 15 to 20 inches tall. Mini dwarf pile. Round, smooth red tomatoes with an excellent taste. Keeps good qualities for a long time after harvest. Kina, Jen, it's like a micro long keeper. Must grow, must grow. Any inside photos? Ugh, rats. Excellent taste. This one I think is going in soil today. Love it. How big are the fruits? Doesn't say. Wonder why it's called Titan. You would think, I thought, one of these big tomatoes, but apparently not. Very cool. Ooh, speaking of growing from different countries, I got seeds from, oh shoot, what's the name of the company? They sell a lot of seeds from India. Oh, I've got to find it because I want to give them credit. But I got, I'll show these before I showcase this variety. So they're called Natty Desi tomatoes. And apparently they're well known for tomatoes that are good for curries. Here it is, Indian inherited seeds. Here, inherited seeds. Yes. These are the seeds I got, and I knew I had to have them because they were different. And I love that. So these are from India. And this site, they also have basils from India and all sorts of great things. So inheritedseeds.com. This says, embark on a flavorful journey with heirloom Indian countryside Natty Desi tomatoes. These seeds bring forth the vibrant flavors of traditional Indian tomatoes, carefully nurtured and preserved for generations. Robust profiles add depth and character to a myriad of dishes, capturing the true spirit of Indian cuisine. And this just goes on to talk about how these are authentic. The terms Natty and Desi are commonly used in India to refer to traditional or indigenous varieties of tomatoes. The product content above is inspired by the cultural significance of these tomatoes. When it comes to cooking traditional Indian curries, Desi, Tomatar, or Indian tomatoes stand out as the preferred choice. Talks all about their flavor profile. Let me put their website in the comments because you should check it out if you haven't. I discovered them a couple months ago, and they're really great if you're looking for unique things. Inheritedseeds.com. Okay, so let's get back to this variety. This one says it's an Indian variety called Chemo. Actually, let me search this site first and see if they have it. Chemo. No. All right. So let's search chemo tomato. Something on Instagram? No. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Oh, no, it's an account. Chemo. Rats. Let's try to put in. Shush, little girl, shush. Oh, rats. If you are the one who submitted these seeds, actually, it kind of looks like it could be a Jen Joy now that I'm looking at it. You guys all have traded with Jen. I know you have. Jen, let us know what this is. I'm dying to know. Cindy, I really need more basil varieties. That won't keep me from looking. Cindy, do you have the Rirani African and Opal basil cross? Did we already talk about this? It's from Experimental Farm Network. It's the most beautiful basil I've ever grown. I was just talking to Bill Yoder about this the other day. He grows it too. Samantha, looking up varieties and finding their history and descriptions of flavors, so fun and exciting, like finding a real treasure chest each time. I agree. Oh, Cindy says, no, I don't think I do. All right, sidetrack. This is why we're going on almost 2 hours, gang. It's called Mirani, African and Opal Basil. I think they're in an F4, F5. The pictures they have on Experimental Farm Network don't do it justice. Every plant I grow is different. Where is he? Come on. This is their F4. It was created by, I saw the name the other day, Frank Morton. So it's a cross between Opal basil and Rihani African basil. And some are ruffled. As you can see, some are green, some are bicolor. I've got some growing upstairs right now. I wish I could show my photo. It is the most gorgeous basil. I try to give it out to everybody. I just sent some to Kina. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'll put the link to that. I first got my seeds from there. I know I torture you. Sorry, Cindy. I first got those seeds from the Wheel Seeds on Etsy. I don't think they sell them anymore, but I think they gave them to me as a gift. I just put the link in the comments. Great basil. I'm a basil collector too. That's my favorite. Okay, another one from Mitchell's Family Farm called Dwarf Pink Flamingo. Make sure you put hashtag, oop, no, I don't want that one. Dwarf Pink Flamingo tomato. Put in hashtag tomato if you can't stay for the entire episode, because I know this is getting long. Here we go. We'll use this one. I will, of course, you do not have to be here to get the gift. So, or the seeds. Let's show this. Is it showing? Yes, here we go. Zamaraki seeds. I did an unboxing from them last week, I think. Produces elongated, pointed, normal-sized tomatoes, around 7 to 10 centimeters long, slightly heart-shaped, deep pink fruits, pleasant sweet tomato flavor, indeterminate, 200 centimeters in height. This may not be the same one. Maybe there's a different dwarf pink flamingo, because this on the packaging definitely says dwarf. And this is a regular height tomato. Mary's a great friend from Mitchell. I wish her website was working because I'd love to give her her pack. I love her packaging. Mary, thank you for all of these wonderful varieties. Yeah, I think dwarf pink flamingo might be different. Maybe there's a regular and a dwarf. Oh, here, Moonglow Gardens in Canada has it. Here we go. This says pink flamingo dwarf. Plants stay under 4 feet tall. Part of part of the dwarf tomato project. Thick walls, large seed cavities make this one great for stuffing and cooking. All right, what else we got? Looks like we got another Titan, which is exciting. This one I think I just got from, this may be from Bounty Hunter, but I'm excited for this. Negro D. So, where is he? Come on. Sequin tomato? Yeah, from Bounty Hunter. Definitely got it from Bounty Hunter. And it's a beaut. All right, now she's like jumping up in my lap. Rare heirloom, mid-season variety, average yielding plant. They produce a lot of black beef steaks. Beautiful. Look at the inside. Gorge. Gorge. Negro de Sequin. Next, another Aunt Ruby's German green. I think we'll give away some Aunt Ruby's too. Aunt Ruby, I'm going to give away Aunt Ruby's Sweet Cream, Cosmonaut Volkov. Roars, they're going to think that you're not precious with the all the screaming you're doing. All right, next one is called Unger's Hungarian Cherry. Never heard of this baby. Here's a listing on restoration seeds. Sweet. Am I showing this? Yeah. Sweet, delicious, medium red cherry, prolific, easy to grow, vigorous greenhouse trellised vine variety. Unger's Hungarian was brought to the U.S. when Mr. Unger emigrated from Hungary. He grew and saved these for 50 years before they found their way to the Seed Savers Exchange Preservation Collection in 2021. Oh, now here's one I haven't heard of, nor do I have. Dr. Weichie's Red. Interesting. Yep, and Sean's got a Bounty Hunter. Red, meaty, sweet tasting, red tomato. Mid-season, open pollinated fruit, great for sandwiches, cut up. Let's look at the inside. Beauteous. Sean, thank you for all your pictures. Oh, I do have this, but I only got a few seeds, and it's really exciting because it's a micro and hard to find, unless it's a different one. Let me just look. Yeah, it's more a mini dwarf. It's called Apparently Invisible. It's also called Invisibly Invisible. I've got seeds I just planted for this. I was given seeds from a member, I think in England, pretty sure. This says it grows to about 3 feet tall, but they tend to stay around 2 feet tall and get bushy. Apparently Invisible. Excited to have more seeds for this for sure. Fruits get to about 2.5 inches round, very meaty. So I did a lot of research on this. It's apparently invisible or visibly invisible. I think on my crazy spreadsheet, I've got the Russian name for it also. Let me find it. Because if you can grab seeds for this, I think I've got it listed as visibly invisible. You want to see my crazy spreadsheet? Here's my crazy spreadsheet. Roars, come on. I'm going to have to lock you out. You're being a nuisance. Let's see. Visibly invisible. Or I don't know if you guys can see that. Can I put it up here? I don't know what language this is in. But here's the other name for it. Let's click on the link for this baby. Oh, it's in Swedish. Maybe I got it from a member in Sweden now that it says that. I think I did. This is called Visibly Invisible. Very cool, huh? Thank you, whoever donated those seeds. That's great. Harley, I am organized when it comes to tomatoes, especially when I get seeds and I have to log them, so I know what I've got. Istra, I'm not sure. Looks Scandinavian. Oh, okay. Hi, Dancing Vita. Glad you're here. The website said it was Swedish, I believe, or the language it was in was Swedish anyway. Next one I've heard of. I don't think I have it. What am I sharing here? It's called Istra. Istra. Attractive ribbed red tomatoes, excellent flavor, distinctive, potent and delicious, relatively dry flesh with hollow seed locules, regular leaf, indeterminate vines, good production. Seed sources Iva grassa from Slovenia. Very nice. Okay. Next is another one from Val's Backyard Heirlooms called Yucatan Surprise. Let's go to Val. She's got the most amazing varieties. Here it is. Yucatan Surprise. Oop. Here. Yucatan Surprise. Founded at a Yucatan farmer's market in Mexico in 2020. These perfect pink ruffled saladette tomatoes are full of juicy, delicious flavor that will not disappoint. Very productive, 70 to 80 days. Oh my God, Val, that's awesome. That's special. Look at the inside of these. Whoa. Whoa. I'll put the link to this listing of Val's in the comments. Yucatan Surprise. That seems like it's a one-of-a-kind variety. Hey, Cheryl. Yes. Oops. Yes, you did make it live. We've only been on for like just about 2 hours. You can go back and watch. We've had some really good varieties here. Thank you, Val, for Yucatan Surprise. Here's another one I haven't heard of. This is called, isn't it amazing when you haven't heard of tomatoes? Like, I spend a lot of my day researching tomatoes rather, and I'm still amazed that when I come across a new one. Alicante. This is from Tomato Fest. Variety from Unwins, England, UK. Our organic tomato seeds produce big, indeterminate plants. Average lots of medium golf ball size, slightly oval to round red heirloom tomatoes. These were an English favorite that were boiled for breakfast. Ooh. Very tasty, full-bodied with old-time tomatoey flavors. This variety has a good reputation for being a favorite in the tomato garden. I've grown Alicante tomato for many years because of its productivity and taste. A good canning tomato. Awesome sauce. Golden Domes. This one sounds familiar. I don't know if I just got it in. I think I do have it, but I have it under this name, Tomato Faifu, because this is the other name, Zoloty Kupola, a Russian commercial variety. Large fruits, heart-shaped yellow, ribbed shoulders. Cool. Yellow flesh with pink streaks, full, firm, and low in seeds. Very good flavor. Plant with great development, vaporous and drooping foliage, like the majority of ox hearts tend to have that drooping foliage. Let's look at the inside. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Can I send it? I can't get it bigger. There it is. There's drooping foliage. Ox hearts. When I first started growing ox hearts, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? What's wrong? And there's nothing wrong. That's just how ox hearts are. They'll look like they're dead, but they're not most of the time. Okay, let me close some of these windows. Next one is called Chuck's Yellow. Chuck's Yellow Tomato. Get rid of this. Oops. Thought I got rid of myself for a minute, which I have done. I've kicked myself out of my own episode many times. Doesn't matter of fact. Here's Chuck. Chuck's Yellow. Outstanding 1 to 2 pound yellow-orange beefsteak tomato, named for deceased gardener and seedsman Chuck Wyatt. Dependable, prolific producer of large, meaty, deliciously sweet tomatoes. Oh, look what I found. A sticker. It's a Shamrock sticker. Thanks, Jen. Thank you. I'd like to say we're almost done. We're kind of not. I'm just going to keep going. If you guys can't stay, then you can watch back the replay. I'm just going to keep going because I'm having fun, and I hope you are too. This is called Brandywine. This is from Farmer Val's backyard too. Let's go back to her. Let's see. Brandywine Powers. Brandywine Powers. Here it is. Here we go. Never heard of this. Medium-sized, clear-skinned with some tendency to split. Very good flavor. Well-balanced and delicious. Not too strong. Potato leaf indeterminate vines with fair yield from 100 plus days. Thanks, Val. Awesome sauce. Oh, I don't have this one, but I've heard of it. Der Klein Doctor from Bunny Hop Seeds. Or at least that was the source of where they got it from. Otherwise known as Ooh. That's something I would love to grow. Der Klein Doctor. Otherwise known as the Little Doctor. One of several dark cherry tomatoes I have grown to find a replacement for black cherry, which just won't grow for me. I have narrowed down to the 2 best tasting and most productive varieties. One was Der Klein Doctor, and the other was Christmas Purple Grapes. Ooh, that sounds good too. Der Klein Doctor has the richest, sweetest, most jammy flavor, but Christmas Purple Grapes has greater productivity. Oh my, I may need to grow this year. I don't know the history of this one, but I found that it belongs to Aroma Gardner de Flora. Der Klein Doctor produces very large cherries, nearly saladettes of deep purple, clear epidermis. The flesh is succulent, deeply rich, and very sweet. Let's look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. It's like a treasure chest in here. Oh, it's a name. When I see something with a name like this, I know I'm interested because it's usually Russian, Ukrainian, Polish, something like that. Mali Novaya Grusha tomato. Oh, Sean's got it on his site. You know what? I think I'm going to have to kick a little furry someone out of the broadcast. Be right back. Come here. Come here. Come here, you. Go on. I'll feed you later. Do not report me to PETA for cat abuse. She was fed just like 4 hours ago. Okay. Malinovaya Grusha. Rare commercial available variety in Russia. The name translates to raspberry pear. It's a late season tomato plant with potato leaf foliage. Semi-determinate, produces these lovely red pear-shaped tomatoes. Heavy producing plant. It's semi-determinate. Weights range from 2 to 6 ounces. Let's show a bigger picture. Gorge. Love it. Cheryl, you've grown these Melanovia Grusha, and they're great. Good to know. Going here scratching at the door soon. She's not a big door scratcher. We won't be too much longer. We won't be too much longer. I'm at work, darn, we'll watch when I get home. Yeah, that's the great thing about these. They're recorded, so you can watch in sections if you want, or watch whenever you have time. You can even listen, although the photos are a bit hard to pass up. Oh, you grew Decline Doctor. Oh, good to know. Yeah, that may make it to my grow list this year. All right, what's next? What's next? Next is another one I've heard of, but I don't think I have it. Oops, I misspelled it. In English, it's known as Indian. Oh, I think I did get this from Tomato Faifu. I should keep my spreadsheet up so I can tell, because I'll know what to give away. Indisch Fleisch. Let me show it. That's why it sounded familiar. Look at this tomato. That is gorge. That is a deep, deep red purple tomato. Oh, I know. It's on my grow list for this year. That's why. That's why it sounds familiar. Pretty sure. Yes, it is. Because, why did I write down? Because Tomato Faifu says it's exceptional, gentle, and sweet flavor raised with a touch of acidity. I'm all over that. Indisch Fleisch. I can give away, I can give away one of these. Make sure you put in hashtag tomato. Haven't grown it myself, growing it this year. It looks fantastic, does it not? Okay. It's from Germany, highlighted by Pierre Klaproth, who obtained the seed from a friend of the XRDA. Fruit 180 to 400 grams, beefsteak, round shape, slightly flattened, fleshy and very juicy beef flesh, exceptional, gentle, and sweet flavor. Plant with average development, regular foliage, definite growth. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Come on. I mean, come on. Really. Delicious. It looks amazing. It does. Totally does. Sathya. Oh, Sathya. Guess what? We're going to switch out your winning from yesterday. Writing it down. Now we've got it. That's what you're getting. She won yesterday. She won a Cherokee Lime Stripes, and she already has it. So I told her I'd switch that with something else, and now we've got it. Okay, what's next? Everybody's putting in hashtag tomato all of a sudden. Don't blame ya. Okay. Next is Yazan. What's Yazan? Yazan tomato. Another one from Tomato Faifu here. Ooh, look at this. That is beyond white. Look at that beauty. Russian origin, white creamy fruit, 100 to 200 grams, round, slightly flattened at the poles, ribbed at the top. Also known as Jazon. Kind of like Jarson's. Yarson and Jarson. They're known as both across the world. Russian commercial variety, creamy white skin covering with pink on its apical part when fully ripe. Pale yellow flesh, juicy and dense with a sweet taste. Excellent production, vigorous plant, great development, regular foliage. No inside photo, which is a bummer. Ooh, look at that. Let's expand that. Look at that. That's amazing. Did I block my tomato head mascot or locked out for the moment? I think I just like turned it off a little while ago. That one? Yeah, we'll put it on there. There's my tomato heads. That is a beautiful tomato. Has anybody grown this? That's a gem. Okay. And next one is actually somebody grew it because these are listed 2023. So whoever gave these seeds grew it last year. Next one is pawpaw. Pawpaw. Bounty hunters got this too. Looks like an old German heirloom. Facebook user. I've grown Alicante, nothing special. Good to know. Oh, Kina, you grew Yazon last year. What did you think? Yazon looks neat. Cat-faced. Yeah, that did look cat-faced. This is pawpaw on Bounty Hunter Seeds. An old German heirloom fruit, regular leaf, indeterminate tomato that produces anywhere from 12 to 24 ounces. Late season, heirloom with gorgeous bicolor striping. My weights this year for this tomato were on the lower side, under 16 ounces. Flavors are juicy, fruity, with notes of citrus. Very tasty fruit. Good on sandwiches. Pretty. Very pretty. Often you see like the red with like the orange stripes, and this is more orange with red stripes. Very pretty. Inside picture. We need inside picture. Very nice. That's pawpaw. This Fleisch becomes 6 feet. Okay. Thanks, Luke. Oops. Okay. This just says salsa. I'm assuming there's a name of a tomato called salsa, but I'm pretty sure if I Google salsa tomato, I'm not going to get an actual variety. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm wrong. Yes, I am. Victory Seed has it. Salsa tomato. Am I showing this? Yep. Salsa tomato. Matures early in the season. It's a determinate, globe-shaped, uniform in size. Weigh about 6 ounces. 6 ounces each. We don't know a lot about this variety's history other than we purchased our original, excuse me, seed back in the late 1990s. From the now defunct Carolina Seed Company of Boone, North Carolina. Let's see the inside. Salsa. Very nice. Gandalf. I've heard of this one. I may have it. Oh, this looks pretty. Gandalf. Uncertain origin, probably American, heart-shaped bicolored orange-yellow fruit covered with a red blush. Believed to be a selection of the breeder Dean Slater. Juicy two-tone flush with lots of gel and seeds. That's what I like. Small bushy plant. Could be multiflora type, not verified. More or less pronounced variegated foliage. Ah. Semi-determinate to indeterminate growth. Very good production. Mild sweet flavor. I don't know if I said that already. That's pretty. Oh, look at that production. Wow. Very nice. I like that we can expand those pictures. Another little note in here. Jen put, I'm sure everybody got these nice notes. Jen, you just went above and beyond. She wrote, Thank you so much for participating in the second annual Shamrock Seed Swap. I hope you have an incredibly lucky 2024 gardening year. Love, Jen Joy. Thank you, Jen. Snow-capped sunset cherry. This is like a record for tomato seed hauls. I probably would have originally broken this down into two had I known. Too late now. To snow-capped. Oh no, wait, snow-capped sunset cherry. Here's a listing. This looks interesting, but I've got to add it. Snow-capped sunset. Unique white cherry tomato is a showstopper with beautiful anthocyanin stripes, creating a white tiger-like appearance. Flavor is delicious with a sweet, delicate taste. Indeterminate plants produce firm, crack-resistant fruit that hold well off the vine. Very nice. This is submarine blush. I love when something's on Tomato FIFO because they just give such great information and pictures. Submarine blush. Recent variety resulting from the crossing of yellow submarine and Isis, made by Lee Goodwin, USA. Small cherry, pear-shaped 3 to 4 centimeters, golden yellow in color, pinkish blush when ripe, excellent mild and sweet flavor, very vigorous plant with wide development, short internodes with a great propensity to make suckers, abundant regular foliage, indeterminate growth, mid-season. Take a closer look. Oops, no, not Pinterest. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of fruit. Submarine blush. Nice. That could be a good alternative to yellow pear. We're getting down to the wire a bit. Another one from my friend with the great varieties, but the pen's running out. Hero, or it's in pencil maybe. Hero tomato seeds. I've never heard of this. Hero. Nikitovka has it. Oops. Hero. I've never ordered from them. Nikitovka. I've heard various things from you guys about having to sign or having to pay lots for shipping because of imports and all of that stuff. So I've just never, maybe it'll come someday, but I have not ordered from them. Hero. They do have a lot of good varieties though. Heirloom for open ground greenhouses. Indeterminate. Plant grows 55 to 60 inches. Large ribbed pink red tomatoes. No inside photo. Very pretty. Oh, this one sounds interesting. It's from Hudson Valley Seed Company. It's called Mandurang Moon. Come on. Not letting me search. Hudson Valley Seed Company has these awesome art packs, they call them. Some of the seed packs have like art on them. They're just beautiful. Okay, here's a listing. Here we go. So this is what I'm talking about. This is an art pack. Just gorgeous. It's from the Dwarf Tomato Project. Pale glowing orbs that defy every terrestrial challenge. I love it. Small, tasty, gorgeously pale colored fruit. Plant solid stature, disease resistance. Although the fruit are lunar white, Mandurang, a town in Australia, means black cicada in the indigenous language of the area. Here's what the fruits look like. Very nice. I love the, do you guys get those art packs? I just love them. Oh, here's one from Luke. My buddy Luke. This is Batiana Pink. I've traded with Luke many times. He's awesome sauce. Batiana Pink. Ooh, that's pretty. Oops. Get a bigger picture. Nice. See what it says. Oops. Popular early ripe, indeterminate. Plant can reach 2.1 meters. Needs support. Heart shape. Large. No indoor photo, but that's a really pretty heart. Thanks, Luke. This one's called Debbie Blackburn. Okay, we're finding an actual Debbie Blackburn. Let's change that to Debbie Blackburn tomato. Here we go. Poor Debbie Blackburn. Ooh, this is gorgeous. Wow. How do I not have this one? Family heirloom, cultivated for generations in Ohio, United States. Pink fruit of 150 to 300 grams, beefsteak, wavy shoulders, full flesh with an excellent sweet flavor. Little vigorous plant not exceeding 1.5 meters. Huh. Let's take a closer look at Debbie Blackburn. Look at that. Thanks, Luke. Cindy, I think the packaging is beautiful. I save and use those to cover seed boxes. Great idea. Great idea. Linda says, I love their art packs. LM Carson says, I'm growing snow-capped sunset this year. I'm so looking forward to it. Yeah, that sounded good. And Luke says, Nikitavka gives a lot of seeds per package. I've heard that. I have heard that. You grow, that looks delicious. I agree. So this is Debbie Blackburn. Amanda, I love the look of that. Me too. I really shouldn't be putting more things on my grow list because I'm trying to take things off, but man, that looks great. Yeah, if you guys are curious about the art packs we're talking about, go to Hudson Valley Seed Company or hudsonvalleyseed.com. I have lettuces with the art packs. I'm going to put a link in the comments to talk about what their art packs and how they choose and all of that stuff. But I've got lettuces, kale, tomatoes, all kinds of things. When something is available in an art pack, I'm like, yes. Okay. Next one's called Napa Rose. Do not have it. And somebody put it in this nice wrapping paper, which is such a great idea. I'll show you closer. Such a great idea. Great way to use. Oh, Susan Shoko. Thanks, Susan. Tradewinds Fruit has it. These are pretty. Oop, hang on. Ooh, these are gorgeous. Excellent cherry tomato, cousin to Napa Chardonnay. Small, delicious fruits have a lovely, tangy, and fruity flavor, rounded, slightly flattened in shape. Fruits ripen to a dark pink red, produced like the wine, not the flower. So it's Napa Rosé. Oh my gosh, those are stunning. I wonder if anybody has an inside photo of that. Napa Rosé tomato. I love cherries that have that opaque look. Clear epidermis, I guess you call it. I like my beloved coyote. Those have it. Wildboar Farms has a picture, but he never posts inside photos. Oh, our good friend Sean. Let's see if he's got some inside photos of it from Bounty Hunter. No, he doesn't. Too bad. I'd love to see the inside. But anyway, that's gorgeous. I may have to grow that this year. I'm less than 20 minutes from Napa, and I've never seen these. Wow. Yeah, they're great. Debbie Blackburn tomatoes are beautiful. Agreed. I hear Rory upstairs. My little baby. I'm sorry, Rory. I'll be up soon. Bad cat mom. Maria, she does have dry food up there, I should tell you. The cat is not starving to death. She just wants her wet food. She's quite spoiled, which I'm happy to do, but not when I'm on the air. Maria French Oxheart. I love this site. I wish they shipped to the United States. Oops. My mouse is running low. Maria French Oxheart. Cultivaru, I think is how you pronounce it. Well, that's how cultivataru.fr from France. No information regarding its origin. Pink, smooth, heart-shaped beefsteak type fruit, dense, well-balanced flesh. No inside photo. Very pretty. Very pretty. Another one from Farmer Val's backyard. Let's go to her site. This is called Trucker's Favorite. Love the name. Ooh, beautiful. She's screaming her head off up there. Oh, I'm such a bad cat mom. Extra cuddles tonight. Trucker's Favorite. Uniform 3-inch pink globes grow in clusters of 3 to 4. Excellent flavor. Productive plants with good blight resistance. Indeterminate, 75 days. See an inside. Oh, really deep red. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thanks, Val. Okay, we're getting down just a couple more. Well, maybe more than a couple, but small handful. Let's put it that way. Ooh, I just saw somebody list this the other day. Or I think it was somebody put it on their grow list, and I'm like, ooh, why do I not have this? Dwarf strawberry lemonade. I feel like Tomato Eden may have this. Tomato Faifu's got it. Poor Tomato Faifu. It's probably not even close to how you actually pronounce the name, but Faifu is what I say. Dwarf strawberry lemonade, recent variety from the Dwarf Tomato Project. Pink purple fruit weighing 200 to 400 grams. It's from the Fancy family, cross of Tipsy F2, which is Golden Dwarf Champion and LB Cross, and Heirloom Orange, an orange pear made by Sherry Long. Selected and named by Susan Oliverson. Released in 2022. Let's get a closer look. Dwarf strawberry lemonade. That's a beauty. That is definitely a beauty. All right. This is a mouthful. Hopefully I type it in right. Serge C. Baika Persicovo. It's hard to read the handwriting, so I'm not sure if I'm getting this right, but maybe if I get close. Serge Baika. I don't know that this is the correct one. I'll have to do more research on this. I don't think this is the right one. But there's a pretty tomato. This is called Heart of Gold at Meraki Seeds. I need to look at this closer. The seed package is a bit hard to read, so I will do some research on that one later. Gosh, we were just talking about this one. Where was it? I know where we were talking about it. It was mentioned on Tomato Talk Live with Bill Yoder. He was mentioning that this was one of his favorite tomatoes. And Jen said she needed to grow it. And I remembered that she unboxed it from her MMMM swap. This is called Maya and Scion's Airdrie Classic. Beautiful. Cross between brandy wine and stoop ice. This tomato ripens early with a great balance you would expect from its parentage. Some fruits show a yellow blush at the blossom end of the fruit. Good to know. If Bill Yoder, if it's a favorite of his, that says a lot. He grows a lot of tomatoes. Okay, this one's called Lotus. Another tomato faifu one here. Oh, this is beautiful. Russian commercial variety. Light green skin turns creamy yellow when fully ripe. Unexpected flavor for a white, fruity and sweet with a strong flavor of tomato of yesteryear. Ooh, that's something I like. Let's look in the inside. Lotus. Very nice. Okay, this next one I actually do have. Got it from Heirloom Seed House. So I'll give this one away as a prize also. This is called Sensei. I love Heirloom Seed House. If you guys haven't, he's done coupon codes for us in TLC. He is Evan Gregoire, who I had on my show about lawn keepers. He's got some great varieties, and talk about Nikitovka having a lot of seeds per pack. He has a lot of seeds per pack. Why is his photo not showing? Here we go. Sensei. This is a top 10 for sure. This is what he writes. Am I showing this? Yeah. This is a top 10 for sure. I'm growing this year, by the way. These beautiful light pink fruits produced all season and have the most exceptional flavor and disease resistance. Such a sweet yet balanced tomato. The pink tomatoes have the best overall flavor in our opinion. Don't agree. Loads of 10-ounce fruits with exceptional hold time for an ox heart. It's from Parma in Italy. Gifted these to him from Dr. Carolyn Mail. So I'm going to add that to our list. Make sure you get in hashtag tomato. We're almost done. So get that in now. Sensei. Definitely growing. This one sounds awesome. Well, I don't know if it sounds, well, it does sound awesome because I've never heard of it. Cho Sam tomato. Hard to read. Oh, here we go. From Meraki. They've got it. Ooh, beautiful. Multiflora. Tomato with 50 to 60 fruits per cluster. Large elongated cherries, plum-shaped dark. I love that color. Excellent sweet tomato flavor. 70 to 75 days. Gorgeous. They look like unripe strawberries. You talking about the Sensei? Yeah, that's a beauty. Every time I look in here, there's more. Okay. Got a couple more, then we're it. Or then we're done. Pomodoro, Pera di Oliva. Yeah, this maybe the Italian Pomodoro. Have to look up the translation. It's a pear. Let's see what this says. It's pear tomato. Pomodoro pera means pear-shaped tomato. but nothing specific to D'Oliva. I'm going to have to look that up later. Whatever it is, I'm collecting Italian varieties after my trip to Italy with Rob this year. I'm all about Italian varieties. I'm about everything. Let's face it. Let's face it. Okay, where are we? Close that up. Got to close some windows here. This one's called Cold Set. Cold Set. This is from Wild Rose Heritage Seed Company. Never heard of them. Cold Set tomato seeds. One of the fastest tomatoes to set and mature to fruit. Has superior cold tolerance. If you're watching still from Alaska, this might be a good one for you. Can be directly seeded into the garden and grow as long as soil temperatures around 18 degrees Celsius or 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Interesting. They generally grow 36 to 48 inches or 60 to 90 centimeters. They are very flavorful. They produce medium-sized fruits, about 10 centimeters or 4-inch fruits, up to 2 weeks earlier than other tomatoes. That's very interesting. So for those of you in cold climates, you can direct sow these. That's excellent. What a cool variety. All of these are cool. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Thank you all if you participated. Thank you. Thank you, Jen, for doing this. I can't thank you enough. And if you didn't participate and you want to, you can join us next year. Rancione uva tomato. Rancione, I think, means orange. Yeah, it must be uva orange. It's funny how I've gotten to know so many different languages because of tomatoes. Various words like arancio, I know means orange. This must be it, uva orange. This says it's an F1. This doesn't say it's an F1, so maybe this is grown out, or maybe it's an F1. This is from myseeds.co. It's a hybrid orange-colored indeterminate grape tomato, vigorous plant fruit growth, 7 to 9 large grape-shaped tomatoes. Very pretty. Excellent flavor. That's all I need to know. Beautiful. Really nice. Uva orange. Okay, we've got 4 more. Czar Peter tomato. Czar Peter. Mid-season, plant height 70 centimeters. It's from the Ukraine. Excellent variety for salting. Aren't all tomatoes good for salting, though? But I digress. Fruits are dense, fleshy, tasty, and there are a lot of them. Can we get that bigger? There they are. Czar Peter. Okay, this one's called Calypso. You know, I told Jen I didn't want 100 back. I don't know how many I just unveiled or unboxed, but she sure didn't listen to me. Just generous, generous, generous. Calypso. This is from Tim's Tomatoes. Looks like a nice red tomato here. Not for short season growers, but produces am I showing this? Yeah. Produces magnificently in hot and humid areas. Red, ripe, and round 7-ounce tomatoes are produced in abundance and make perfect slicers or market tomatoes. Where are they from? Doesn't say where they're from, what the origin is. Medium slicer. Unblemished. Very nice. Calypso. Next one's called Slava. Slava. Tomato Fest has it here. Potato leaf from the Czech Republic. Name means glory. Indeterminate plants produce abundant quantities of 2-inch, 1 to 2 ounce red, round, early tomato. Delicious tomatoey flavors. Excellent choice for canning, slicing, Rare, it says. Can we get a bigger look? That's a pretty red tomato. For sure. Last chance to get in hashtag tomato to win, guys. Oh, you grew Slava last year, Satya? What did you think? Tell us. Do tell. Do tell. Kathy says, I love Italian varieties also. They used to kind of bore me, to be honest with you. Now that I know more about them, having been to Italy and all of that, I think of them very differently. And the lawn keepers, like their selection of lawn keepers or Pianolo varieties is fantastic. I'm growing one this year called Sicilian Godfather. Looks like a monster. Can't wait. Satya says, prolific, good tasting, loved it. So that's for Slava. Good to know. Thank you. I'll post a pic on TLC soon. Awesome. That would be fantastic. All right, here's our last one. This one's called Egg Yellow. I just got one called Egg Yolk, but not Egg Yellow. So let's see what this looks like. I'm getting Egg Yolk. This definitely says Egg Yellow. I'm wondering if they made a mistake accidentally. And I don't see another one called Egg Yellow. But as we all know, in our Googling for tomato varieties, sometimes, you know, if I'm Googling from the United States, I need to go to like different country. And I don't see anything with Egg Yellow, though. So let's assume for now that it's Egg Yolk. Let's find a good picture. Here they are. Am I showing that? Yeah. Egg Yolk. Unusually heavy-bearing variety grows quite amazing fruits, which are indeed just the shape and color of the yolk of an egg. They have a sweet, strong-flavored, runny middle, just bursting with rich, fruity flavor. Oh, be still my heart. Be still my heart. I want to see the inside. Sometimes they don't show insides with cherry tomatoes, and I'm like, why? I want to see the insides of the cherries. All right, no photo there. Oh, wait, Bounty Hunter has it. Will he have an inside photo? Nah, but he's got better photos. That does look like an egg yolk. I admit that looks like an egg yolk. All right. That's it. Oh my gosh. We're at almost 3 hours. This is insanity. I'm sorry. But I hope you got some tomato fun out of this. Let's give away some prizes. Yeah, there's 2 hours, 39 minutes. Wow. Wow. Well, I had fun. I hope you guys had fun too. Cindy says 3 hours of fun. Satya, thank you, Lauren. You're welcome. Let's give away some prizes. So I want to reward. Where's my pen? I think I buried it in tomato seeds. Here it is. I'm going to give away 10 because you guys bared with me. So let's see. I'll give away. Here's what I'm going to do. Rather than tell you what you're going to get, I'm going to give away Aunt Ruby's German Green, Sweet Cream, Cosmonaut Volkov, Indisch Fleisch, and Sensei. I'm going to pick 10 people. You can choose which of those you want, as long as I still have them. There's going to be some like Indische Fleisch that I may only, if everybody wants that, I may not be able to grant it. But I will do my best. Keena says, what a super swap haul. I agree. This is fantastic. Luke says, doesn't feel like 3 hours. I'm so glad to hear that because it doesn't for me too. I try to be conscious about time, but I've learned, Jen and I both learned after our first tomato talk, we wanted to keep it to an hour. Everybody's like, go longer. And so we started doing longer. And then there's a thing up in the corner that show how many people watch. We don't lose viewers. So it's not like people are saying like, oh, I can't deal with this after an hour, I'm leaving. They don't. In fact, we get more viewers. So, tomato heads through and through. Tomato twins unite, right? Oh, you're welcome, Olivia. You're welcome. That's the least I can do. You guys hanging in with me, my fellow tomato heads. I love seeing the Varieties Idaho Garden Girl. Me too. Me too. I love putting your comments and things up on the screen too. That's why I like to come live, because I feel like it adds a lot of authenticity to it and just fun. Just fun. Tomato Power, Green Thumb Gardener, agree. They all look great, Lauren. Thank you. You're welcome. So again, Aunt Ruby's German Green, Sweet Cream, Cosmonaut Volkov, Indisch Fleisch, and Sensei. Let me see if I can remind you what they are. Aunt Ruby's German Green is a big green when ripe, delicious. Sweet Cream is one of Brad Gates. It's a elongated cherry, and Heirloom Seed House said it's one of the most delicious tomato. Oh, and that one, Longkeeper also. Elongated cherry, yellow, Longkeeper. Cosmonaut Volkov is a red. I grew it last year, a really nice red variety from Russia, I believe. Indisch Fleisch is that really deep red one that everybody's going ooh and ah over. And Sensei is that one that I think Cindy Stone said looks like an unripe strawberry, also from Heirloom Seed House. I have seeds for that. So let's give away 10. If you win, just private message me if you're on Facebook. If you're not, I'll put my email address right here. You can email me and we'll choose your tomatoes for you. Okay, let's get this giveaway tool up. Oh, we've got 64 people that entered. That's just awesome. All right, here we go. So I'm just going to do 10 here. Hope's number one. Congrats, Hope. Glad you got on YouTube instead of Facebook. By the way, if you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would appreciate if you did. It helps me to know who's watching, and starting to do a little bit more on my YouTube channel. So that would be great. If you don't subscribe to Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head, that would be fabulous. Thank you. And I've got tons of micro dwarf reviews that I haven't put up yet that are coming, I promise. Okay, next winner. Grace Chang. Congrats, Grace. Isn't watching seeds fun? Tomatoes are just fun. Tomatoes are supposed to be fun. That's why Kina, Jen, and I take our job seriously as moderators of TLC. Michelle Hotchkiss is number 3. Congrats, Michelle. There's no drama in tomatoes. There doesn't need to be drama in tomatoes. We have enough drama in our own lives, right? We don't need it. We just want fun. Our group is the best. So generous. People are so wonderful and generous. My Happy Place is number 4. Congrats, My Happy Place. TLC is My Happy Place. My garden is my happy place. The beach is my happy place. And my home is my happy place with my husband. Okay, this is number 5. Nure K. Another winner for you. Won yesterday too. Congrats. You should play the lottery. Number 6. You Grow Row. I love that name. You Grow Row. Okay. Number 7. Just message me, you guys, and if you know offhand which one you want, just tell me, and I'll let you know if I still have it available. Olivia DeBond is number 7. Congratulations. Okay, we got 3 more. Oh, what did I just do? Last week I did a seed haul and I totally forgot to do the drawing. If you didn't watch, I did do it afterwards, but I had to do another. Samantha. Samantha's number 8. Okay, 2 more. Getting down to the wire. 3 hours of tomato fun. Alex. Congratulations, Alex. And last but not least, number 10. Who will it be? Good luck. Nuan, congratulations. I can add it into your envelope. I think I got your stamps yesterday. Okay. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for playing. And once again, I just need to thank my buddy Jen Joy for organizing this fantastic Shamrock seed swap. I can't wait if you're in the group and you participated. Love to see pictures of yours. I'm sure you're as thrilled as I am. I have all these new varieties. I just can't wait for and Jen, you're so thoughtful. Just the little extra touches, the stickers, the gold coins, the little shamrocks. You're just amazing. Thank you to your cat for helping out also. And thank you guys all for watching and being a part of this. Thanks for letting me be a big chunk of your day today. And I will see you next time. I think I have a Tomato Eden unboxing to do at some point. I've been waiting for Jen. She's waiting for one. We were going to do it together, but we may have to see. Yeah, I will see you next time. Peace and love. Get your gratitude on and go grow tomatoes. Talk to you soon, gang.